Yeah, boy.
What's going on, everybody? We're back at it again. It's your boy Yuka, getting ready to change out the window regulator for the Mazda CX-9 2009. This right here will probably work with a bunch of different other years. Not sure exactly which ones, but this is a 2009 Mazda CX-9. And we're gonna go over to the window regulator and go ahead and show you what we got going on. Oh, we already bought the new window regulator. Came in a box. This is for the passenger side, so that will be the right side as you are looking, as you're sitting in the car seat. You want to make sure that you pull the right side, which is the passenger side. So what happened was my window would go down and not go back up, and I can kind of show you what that sounds like real quick. Let's walk around it before we get started, so just so you know what it means when you have a bad window regulator. So you're just gonna hop in and turn my car on. The car doesn't have to really be on to let the window down, but I just did it for dramatic effect. And I'm gonna let the window down using my buttons over here, driver side, passenger side. And once I do that, okay, so now it's down, and now I want to let it back up. So I'm gonna pull up on this, and we're gonna get that right there, which is a good indication that the window regulator is bad. So I have my panel removal tools right here. Turn this off. I have my panel removal tools. Probably won't need most of these. This panel, it comes off really easy. So let's get started. Okay, so we're over here on the passenger side, and it's pretty simple, I believe. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with this. I'm gonna go ahead and take off this here piece. This is a trim here. You want to take a your trim remover, kind of pry it off a little bit. I've already done some of it, but you can pry it off from, actually this, I want to say this end here. Pry it off. Comes off like that. There's this little lip here that goes in this little groove here, and then you have a bunch of little clamps, that plastic clamp that plug that in. Really simple. The next thing you're gonna do is get that same thing and kind of pop out this little piece here, which is there you go. Gonna pop off this piece in your door handle. You have a hex screw. Put that away. I'm pretty good with this. This is my little. I ordered these off of Amazon. A set of panel remover plastic, so you don't mess up anything. And then I'm just going to go ahead and use my Phillips screwdriver here. Take this screw out. Move it to the side. Why I have the extender in there. I have my extender in for this one here to get in there. I don't need to get if I had my little magnet, I can kind of try to pull that out. None of that. It is off. And then I'm going to go ahead and kind of get this right here piece off. Popping this off, and I've already popped majority of them off. They're plastic clip. You're gonna so again, you start here. Right here. Keep your fingers around it. At this point, you don't really need that. Try panel removal tool, and you just kind of pull around the bottom of it. The plastic clips will pop out all the way around. And then once you get that off, you should be able to slide it up off the rail. Probably gonna need to do some net. So I'm gonna do that. There's one connector here. We're gonna disconnect that. back here. Back here we have this connector right here. I'm gonna go ahead and push that pin in and pop this down. If I push it in, down, it should. Hold on. Oh, it's up under there. Take that off. We're good there. There's one over here on this. There's one back here as well. And there's a little clip at the bottom, a little pushy thing in that you put at the bottom, and you should be able to pull this one out. This one controls the up and down window. So I'm gonna take a look at that a little bit more. Hold on. Okay, well that just came out, so I gotta make sure I put that back in the correct way. Because those, so be careful that these cables, they do come off and come out. It don't seem to appear to be broken or anything, but make sure you get those out without any issues. These cables right here, two of those come out, the door handle cable. I'm really trying to get out the whole time. So we got our door panel off, and now we're going to go ahead and start to remove the shielding here. We're going to remove the shielding so we can get to the inside of where the window regulator is located.
Chasing the bag, oh, I left the house broke, came back with a bag though. My shorty a 10, she only eat fruit, taste like a mango. She mad though, she can't go, fighting these bad though. We lurking the dog with no camo, these pills make that pain go. Hot like a flame, oh, not talking about homo. Don't F with me, air ho, what your angle? I do it for the money, not talking about fame, bro. And we got the same goal, we filling the bank up with singles. It is what it is, how the saying go. I'm earning my stripes like the Bengals. The leader, the taker, she walking on Kangles. In love with my wife, got that dude on my ankle. My chain be dancing like they do the tango. They say I'm the ticket, can't buy on Fandango.
And oh, so there's some plastic holders, fasteners as well. So because there's some plastic fasteners, you're gonna need to get your fastener remover. In my removal kit, I have some of these, like a fastener remover. Kind of pries it up, gets it out, pulls it out, and then allows you to actually do more. Check that out. I saw actually, and once I did that, it looks like we're ready to actually remove this bad boy. So I'm gonna go ahead and, man, it looks like the window regulator is actually really connected to this plastic frame here. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish taking off the top one. The whole top one kind of popped off. It was ready to. So there's a thing here that right here you can take out. You can pop those out and get to. It appears you can get to the bolts of the window. Yeah, so these right here, little plastic doors, they come off, and they allow you to be able to see the window, to take the window out first. But because I didn't do that properly, I am going to be kind of at the mercy of getting this window regulator out. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this down. Take it like so. And I think that comes off too now I think about it, but we'll take that off in a little bit later. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect the motor for the window regulator, because that is going to come off as well. And we have some bolts back here for the window itself. I'm gonna go ahead and unscrew those, which should have been done in the beginning, but not knowing, it's all cool, but yeah, you can still get to it right here. So if I'm not mistaken, it should be a 10. And I should be able to get to it with my wrench here. So let's see. Just gonna untighten.
Boy, beefing over the net, I'm vegetarian, you oughta stop. Play against me and you won't win a title like John Stock. Don't even fix your mouth to say I ain't fly when I'm the cop. I get money every day when I sleep on some stock pics. News at 11 saying you could got a lot. The only thing I don't have is a chopper and a yacht. 3 stacks for an hour just to drive it off the lot. 4 seats at the playoff right next to the mascot. Trying to live my lifestyle, G, I promise you gon' go broke. 5 house, 7 car garage, damn, you can no joke.
Don't want to drop it. Second bolt is out. And now I should be able to hopefully move all this out. So I'm go ahead and slide the window off. Get the window out because I don't want to let it drop or fall or break or anything like that. Right on top. Okay. Sit it in the back seat. Hold contraption out of here. Again, using my 10mm. So you can't do executive. Take that out. Now be a good time to use the drill. Take it down.
To the bank, cherry pain on a 6-4. Toss in the ring zone. Them hitters my kinfolk. Money blowing fast on a dash to the bin stove. You know what it is, though. Ballin' out the rim, bro. Steph Curry, no me. Just running, hit the venom mode. Judy wanna do me, so I let her throw the kids, bro. Make a damn rock with no socks, fresh.
Bolts that go into those 1, 2, 3 holes, and this just pops out. There's a gear back here. The gear looks good. It's not stripped. This one doesn't look stripped either. So curious to find out what's really going on with this. Why up? It just pops right on out. Just pop that out, and now we have the old one out. Now we have the old one out, and I believe it was in there like this. So the bow and arrow, the bow is this way, shooting away, straight edge that way, and gears this way. So I don't know why it was not going up and down properly, but hey, at this point in time, I don't even care. Something is not right. Something is off. Something was off. It could have been just the motor, you know. I mean, it could have really just been the motor was bad, and I could have just replaced the motor. But the whole contraption is only $40, so we'll see. Let's get our new one. We put it in. The new one. And the way they have it set up is they already have it kind of zip tied together. So we're gonna have to cut those. We're gonna have to cut the zip ties to separate it and put our bow in, like I said, this way. So I'm gonna drop it in that way, load it, and it's twisted around this wheel. So we're gonna make sure we get that back in there right away. Bam. We're gonna reinstall that. Are there any guides back here? Not really any guides, but there's a guide. Right there. Bam, lock it in. So there's I can show you is there are some little guides for this, which was interesting. So there's some little guides. So once I put that in, and you can kind of turn this right here a little bit. Let's see. I guess it won't turn for me. But there's some little guides. Make sure you get the plastic guides in there, and then twist, and it'll lock in there. Twist like, okay, there we go. So twist it in. See how this right here little guide right there up at the top, and then press it down. Get all of them in there, actually. Get them all in there, twist it, locks it in, and you're good to go. Now let's go ahead and put the motor on the front part. So we get my new motor that I just opened up, and there is a guide for this one, but I recall this one was kind of something similar like this. So we're just going to make sure that goes into there, and voila, put that in there. Let's get those bolts back in and put this puppy back together. I'm gonna reassemble our 3. Put our power back on. That's fine for now. Alright, got that in. Voila. We're ready to put this whole puppy back together. There was definitely an opportunity to, I'm gonna put the glass in last, because the way it's set up is it's actually designed to put the glass in last, but still gotta get it in. So get this all back up in place. That way, that is that way. It's sitting on there, and so there's a little. If I do it right, there it is. Want to get that in there like that. And where's my little bolts? Puppy in there. Okay, so we're heading and I'm gonna start putting our screws back in. We've already reattached our track, the generator, and also put the track back to the plastic barrier here for the door. I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can put this all back together and test it out. Again, I'm gonna put the window back in last, because before I had the window in first. Leave it like that for a second. So tighten. Now let's go ahead and tighten these up and get this. I'm gonna take our plastic fastener that we took out and then put that back in that top hole. Push that in. We're good there. Got a couple more screws here that I'm going to go ahead and lock in place. Because that one goes there, that one goes there, and one there. So this one is here. All right, so we got that in. We have our old, and I don't know exactly what's wrong with it, but I guess I'll find out at some point, because it actually slides. So to me, I'm thinking the problem was not the actual track, but I went ahead and changed the track anyway. It wasn't the track, it's probably the generator, based on the fact that the track of the old one actually works and slides really well. All right, we got that. Check. Now we're gonna go ahead and we gotta let the window down a little bit. So we gotta let the window down, so that way I can get to this part here. And that thing about that is what I should have did. I could probably do it by just connecting this and spinning it. So I'm gonna spin this a little bit. I'm gonna disconnect this. I'm gonna spin that frame down to where I can talk for a second. Works for me. Point where I can actually put the glass in without having to you know, do it from the way I did the first time, which didn't really like that way. So just pushing the railing down a little bit right now. There's gonna be a couple holes that's gonna allow me to put that glass in, like so. So now that you got that down, I'm gonna go ahead and lock back in my motor. I'm mad at that. But all right, I got my hand right there. I can actually do better with getting this motor in here. And the motor. Looks like a snap. Like a snap, crackle, pop. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put it all back together. Yeah, keep the party rolling. Let's go. Check. Everything, all my connectors where they're supposed to be. Those two. Oh, you should put that back. Turn the power off. on. Let's see if I can get the window to go up and down.
Living on the countryside, trying to get by. Living on the countryside, I need some apple pie. Living on the countryside, yeah, I know why. Living on the countryside, city slickers by. Living on the countryside, trying to get by. Living on the countryside, I need some apple pie. Living on the countryside, yeah, I know why. Living on the countryside, city slickers by. Way down yonder, way the grass is greener. Got a John Deere mower, don't come with a heater. Aquafina boy, won't twist the cab. I keep the igloo with some ice water from the tap. Countryside bonfire always stay lit. Back of the Chevy Trojan bust a couple licks. One speed limit post all through town. The fall is when the fair comes around with the clown. Talk about cars and dream about women. No ice on my wrist, see the sun for the minutes. Ranch style house, match my square ranch dudes. No one calling animals, cost a lot of loot. Tough on the scene, can of beer and some beans. Pay me in land, boy, you can keep the green. I got a German Shepherd out back and she mean. Call a BMW, that's the country boy dream. Living on the countryside, trying to get by. Living on the countryside, I need some apple pie. Living on the countryside, yeah, I know why. Living on the countryside,
I believe it was the motor. So, and the motor seems to be pretty easy to replace by itself without having to take off the backside. So now that I know that my track was good, and it was probably the motor, which is this right here. This right here was going bad or some degree. You can probably replace this by itself. This probably can be replaced by itself, or it probably cannot. I don't know. But yeah, replaced the whole thing and got it up and running. So cool. Hope everybody had a great time. Hope you enjoy. Like, subscribe. Check out my Rolls Royce repairs. Check out my BMW repairs, Honda Civic repairs.